Okay. So today we're learning about Cornell notes. So our focus questions are: what is the purpose of using Cornell notes in the classroom, and why is it helpful to keep your notes better organized? So the purpose of using Cornell notes is to better organize your notes and your thoughts, so when you go back and study for your exams, it's not so stressful when you're looking at your paper and your notes are just all over the place. It'll be easier to look back and study if your notes are in a nice organized fashion. And it's helpful to keep our notes organized because when you go back to study for your exam, it's more accessible. So the purpose of this lesson is to learn how to efficiently use the Cornell Notes method in your classes. To ensure that you've mastered this idea, you'll be responsible for watching a short video at the end and using Cornell Notes to organize your thoughts. But I'll guide you through that process. Okay, so for modeling, how to set it up. So I'm going to draw it for you. So that's fine.
I write neat whenever I take my time.
That's okay. I'm not worried about it.
But when I'm taking notes, I can't write neat because I try to get it as soon as possible.
I got you. That's okay.
Because what happened in elementary is that I took my time, and when I got behind, and I had to cram it all down as fast as I could.
Yep. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is we're going to split it into 3 sections. So you're going to draw a line straight down the middle and stop right before you get to the end, and then draw a horizontal line perpendicular to that one. Okay? So then this section on the left side is going to be your keywords section, and then the box on the right side is going to be your notes section. And then this lower box down here is going to be labeled the summary box, but that can be kind of hard to understand when you're learning how to do the Cornell notes, so we're not going to worry about the summary box today. We're just going to focus on what to put in the keywords box and what to put in the notes box. Okay?
Yeah.
So in the keywords box, do you think when you're taking notes that you can only put keywords in there? Or what else do you think you could put in the keywords box?
I don't know. Like things that help you remember.
Right. So you could put keywords, you could put quotes. So if there's a specific quote from a video or from your textbook that is important, you can write a quote on this side. If you have a question, you can write a question on this side. Anything of that sort. And then on the notes side, you're going to write the corresponding information for that keyword, right? So that's how you're going to kind of keep notes. So you can see your main ideas on this side and then the corresponding notes that go with it. So in your summary box, basically, that's just going to be an overall summary of what is in your keywords and notes boxes, but we're not going to worry about that today, like I said, because that's a little more, that's something for a future lesson. So do you think that you could use this method for taking notes in any subject or just certain subjects?
Any subject.
Virtually, you can use it for any subject. It's not specific for any specific subject. It's just a way to organize your notes. Okay, so for example, let's say I'm taking notes on the types of matter. So in the keyword box, I would write solid, liquid, and gas, right? So then besides solid, something I might write in the notes would be that it has a definite shape and a definite volume, because that's what we know about solids, right? And then for liquid, I would write definite volume and not a definite shape. because you're just writing characteristics or notes or whatever you associate with these keywords that you might find important.
Liquid can have shape depending on how like calm and settled they are.
Right, and
like,
depending
like,
on
when you say like a water bottle, whatever, like the water is calm and not moving at all, so it's kind of like a cylinder.
right, and it takes the shape of its container too, right?
Yeah.
And then for gas, you'd write no definite volume
And no shape.
or definite shape. Right. So that's basically how Cornell notes look. You just got your main ideas, your questions, your quotes, whatever are here, and then your corresponding notes on this side. So it's visually a little easier to see when you're taking notes in class. So today you will be expected to set up Cornell notes, like how I showed you, drawing the vertical line and the horizontal line. And then you'll use this format to take notes on a short video at the end. Okay. So for our guided practice, here's you, piece of paper. So we're going to start by drawing the outline. So what's the first thing? You draw your box.
Turn on as straight as I can.
It's not, it's okay. Great. So what do you do next? Vertical line down the middle. Stop near the bottom and draw your horizontal line. Okay, so for the next part, you're going to label your boxes. Which box is which?
This one's going to be
Right.
and this one will be, oh, no,
Right.
started to think about that. I don't know why.
I blanked on it for a second. And then at the bottom, this will be your summary box, but we're not worried about that today. But that is where you would put it.
One question that I still have is, what is the difference between a C and a K? Because they both make the same sound.
Right. The English language does not make sense in a lot of cases, right?
Yeah.
So I don't understand it either, honestly. Okay, so for the guided practice, we're gonna do something easy. We're gonna do the 5 senses. So what will you
this
put?
I can do.
Right. So what would you put in the keywords box? What are your 5 senses?
Hearing,
Mm-hmm.
and then smell,
Mm-hmm.
taste, and touch,
Mm-hmm.
and finally, oh, sight. I couldn't think of it either.
Okay, great job listing all of your 5 senses. So on your notes, let's put what body part you would use for each of your senses. So,
Hearing, you use your ears.
right.
Smell, you use your nose.
Right.
Taste, you use your tongue or mouth.
Tongue or mouth, right.
How do you spell tongue?
Tongue.
Oh, wow, I was way off. And
Gue. I have a picture in my head. Mm-hmm. And then for touch,
touch, fingers.
right.
And then sight, your eyes.
Great job listing all of your body parts that go with the corresponding senses. You did a great job with that. So, as we said, the summary box can be used to communicate the main idea of your note taking. But because it can be somewhat challenging, today we're only focusing on the top 2 boxes, as I said before. But in the summary box, just to give you an idea, you might write, we have 5 senses, they are blah, blah, blah. But that's just give you an idea. Okay, so for your independent practice, you're going to do it on your own.
I am really confused right now.
I'll show you. Okay. So here's your blank sheet of
That
paper.
image looks so confusing.
Okay, so first thing I want you to do is make your outline.
I know those are like different types of clouds, but like the blue thingy.
I don't have a clue what
Looks like somebody. Looks
I've
like
watched
somebody's
that video
beard.
so many times and I can't figure out what he
Looks
is.
like somebody's beard with teeth and hands
And
on top
goggles.
of like under binoculars.
Yeah, that's so weird. I don't know. Okay, so draw your outline first and make sure that you correctly label your 3 boxes. Okay, ready? Okay, so for this one, I'll go ahead and let you know you're going to have 3 bullet points under your notes and your keywords because the video moves kind of fast, but I'll stop it at points so you can write down, because some of the words are a little hard to spell, you know, the types of clouds. So I'll pause it so you can write those down.
But labeling the type of clouds.
Right, that's the video we're going to watch, just the types of clouds, and you're just going to show me that you understand how to use your Cornell notes method.
I know there's thunderheads, cumulus, and stratus.
There's a bunch of different kinds, but the part of the I'm just going to show you a clip of a video because it's kind of a long video. But I'll give you a hint just to get you started in your keywords. The types of clouds you're going to be naming start with C, S, and A. So if you want to write those down as your hints, it might kind of help you look out for them.
I know this one's cumulus and I know this one's stratus.
Maybe, I don't remember. Because it went through.
I'm pretty sure because those are the some of the types of clouds I remember from elementary.
Oh, it's because I'm not connected to Wi-Fi. That's cool.
But I don't remember the cloud name that started with an A.
Okay, so since the internet is not wanting to work right now and we can't watch our cloud videos, I'll just go ahead and tell you the types of clouds you're going to write on your paper. So you're going to have cumulus, stratus, and cirrus clouds. And then you're going to just write, you know, using your Cornell notes that will correspond to those types of clouds on the left side. So you can go ahead and do that. And then fill in your bullet for the last type of cloud. Okay. So for our closure, what were the keywords that you listed in your box to the left, in your keywords box? And what were some of the notes that you took, that you put in your notes box that went with those keywords?
The cumulus are very puffy, and they produce rain.
Okay.
Thunderheads or stratus, they produce thunderstorms.
Okay.
Cirrus, the big clouds that look like lines.
Right. Great job describing your different kinds of clouds. You did a really good job of organizing your notes so that you can tell which bullet points correspond with which bullet points on the left and the right. So if you were to guess, you're not being assessed on this, but if you were to assume, what do you think you would write in your summary box? Or what would be a good starting sentence to write in your summary box?
There are 3 different types of clouds, and each serve a purpose. Some are to produce rain, and some...
Right. Great job, actually, summarizing your notes. Your summary box would just be used as kind of like a quick glance if you just need a reminder of what you took notes on in the upper portion of the paper. But today we learned how to properly set up and use the Cornell Notes method in the classroom. This idea teaches us how to break big ideas down into keywords with their corresponding details in our note taking, and will help you in the future when you're studying for your exams or just in your notes period. And that's it.